remember when you were younger and you had a dream? Did you pursue that dream, or did you just maybe go to college or start your career?
Well, this young woman is doing both. She's making country music magic. And this is Chick to Chick. Okay, so picture this. You're little and you have just jumped out of the shower. You have your robe on, you're getting ready to brush your hair, and you pick up your brush and you start belting out songs. And you just envision that someday you're going to be somebody and a star.
You know what? I used to do that.
I'm telling you.
I used to pick up the brush.
Do this.
I did that. I used to pick up the brush, but
yes.
I envisioned that I was going to be a reporter or a journalist or a TV news anchor, and I was going to rock the world.
You did.
Were you talking about me?
I kind of was. But I really believe that when we start out young, there's something about us, because I did something sort of similar, where we just kind of infuse our dream. But then you get older and you go, oh, I have to choose. I have to choose one or do the other, but I can't make them both happen. Well, today, this is what I love about this story, because we have a really bright young woman who has a very bright future. She's putting it all together. And I think we should just really take a moment to have young people understand that you can do both.
You can. You can do it all. Sometimes you have to make some sacrifices, but you can do it all. This young lady is Gillian Smith. Gillian, thanks so much for joining us on this podcast today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
We love this. So you are becoming a country music superstar. So take us back to when you started singing and where you started this passion for singing.
My mom always tells me that before I even spoke, I sang. So when I was little, I always did musicals and talent shows. And I've always told my mom and my dad that this is what I'm going to do. I want to do singing for the rest of my life. And then I went through musicals in high school and did all that type of stuff. And then I met my management team my senior year of high school, and they helped me, really dive into the country music world. And now I'm able to go to Nashville every couple months, record music, write songs, perform every weekend. So far so good, but it's honestly been a dream. And I always tell people I'm so proud of 5-year-old me for, telling myself, you know what, you have to stick to it, because it's definitely it's tough because like you said, you do have to pick, and sometimes it gets sad, but people don't tell you how you can do so many different things. You don't just have to do one. And I'm doing college now online and singing. So it works, but it's tough.
It is tough. And I have to applaud you, because, sometimes a young person will go off and they'll just chase a dream and they'll say, well, if that doesn't work, then I'll go back to school. You're doing both. That's really commendable. And I think that people should have a realistic version of what this is like. So Tell us about your hard work, your dedication. What does an average day look like for you, Gillian?
So right now I take classes in the morning, and then I usually write music for 2 hours. Sometimes I do Zoom with people in Nashville, or I write with my management team. I have to record a lot for social media, because that is super important for this career. I always have to record and take pictures and basically make a name for myself and brand myself. And I prepare to sing every single weekend. And so that's the day so far. I already did 2 of those things today.
It's a lot.
But let's be honest here now. You're jamming all of this in, and you're making a lot of sacrifices. Now, we both have known you since you were itty-bitty and you came out of your mom's belly. So we know your whole story. We know you started college in person, and you've made the transition now to online. And that was one sacrifice. On a personal level, though, you're just a young girl. And I think that you're probably missing out on a lot of things personally, socially. How do you handle all of that? And how do you say, you know what, I'm not going to be able to go out with my friends? Talk to us about that.
It is definitely tough. I went away to school, and it wasn't for me, because I was traveling back and forth from Maryland to Pennsylvania, or Maryland to Nashville or California. And it was so much to be going back and forth, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And college wasn't exactly my scene, but everyone tells you, I went to a school where it's drilled in your head that going to school is what you have to do, and that's what's going to make you successful. But there's so many different options. So, and school is always there. So if I wanted to go back to school and go in person, I could. But now I'm at home, and yeah, I do make sacrifices because all my friends are away at school. So it's definitely a lonely life, but I've started to surround myself with people who also love music and who understand the life that I'm leading, and how, I can't go out on a Saturday night, or I can't hang out during the day because I have to work and I have to put the time in, because if I don't, then nothing's going to happen with this career. So it's definitely a sacrifice, but in the end, it's all worth it.
Yeah, it is all worth it. Talk to us about Nashville. I have been to Nashville. I absolutely love it.
I'm jealous.
I can't wait to go back. Tell us about your experiences in Nashville.
So I went for the first time about a year ago, and because I've only been doing country music for a little over a year. And my parents were with me, and I told my mom, I said, I don't want to leave here. I wish I could just move here right now, because I'm just surrounded by people who understand what I'm going through and understand that, you do have to make those sacrifices, and they love music just as much as I do, because as much as I play in central Pennsylvania, it's not a huge music scene, but when you're going to Nashville and you're seeing all these people perform, there's singers from like 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. It's crazy. It's always music all the time. But there's so many opportunities there. So now I usually go about every other month. Just depends what I have to do while I'm there. I was just there 4 weeks ago, actually. I recorded 3 songs there. So I try to go as much as possible, and the end goal is to move there. But yeah, I love it. I love it so, so much. I never want to leave.
So talk to us about, you get on stage, and you've opened at a lot of country music festivals with a lot of big stars, country music stars there. What's that feel like for you to get up on that stage and to sing your heart out?
I still get butterflies every single time I do it, because I can't believe sometimes that this is my life. I'm like, this is crazy. People would kill for opportunities like this. And the fact that I'm being able to, live out my dream and doing these types of things is crazy. And I always tell people there's no type of adrenaline like being on stage. Sports, like athletes have their name being called on the speakers, but I have seeing a ton of faces and them singing my lyrics back to me, which is crazy. So I will never get used to it, but I absolutely love it. And I still get butterflies. I love it so much.
Do you love the songwriting and the singing, or do you prefer one or the other?
I'm definitely newer to songwriting. I never really got into it until I met my management team. I've always loved performing, but now I'm starting to get into both, and especially because in Nashville, you are surrounded by songwriters, and they're all so talented. You want to be as good or even better than that person, because there's amazing people in Nashville, and you're just another number when you're there, so you got to prove yourself. But I'm definitely more on the performing side, but really trying to dive into the songwriting world as well.
All right. Well, speaking of performing, will you sing a little song for us?
Of course. So this song I'm releasing on June 10th, actually. It is called Just Me, and it's the first out of 3 songs I will be releasing this summer. So this is called Just Me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I talk too much, I overthink everything. I'm a little black hoodie, not a little black dress. I'm in between, caring too much and couldn't care less. Take it or leave it. I am who I am. No, I ain't perfect, but that was never the plan. No, I'm not trying to be the girl who the world wants me to be. I'm just me, 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 me. Sometimes I say things that I really regret. Then I remember I got some learning left. I can be a little reckless, I can be a little wild. Got my mama stubborn side, and my daddy's up to no good smile. Take it or leave it. I am who I am. No, I ain't perfect, but that was never the plan. No, I'm not trying to be the girl the world wants me to be. I'm just me, 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 me. Don't know how to be nobody else, so I'm just gonna be myself. Take it or leave it. I am who I am. No, I ain't perfect, but that was never the plan. No, I'm not trying to be the girl the world wants me to be. I'm just take it or leave it. I am who I am. No, I ain't perfect, but that was never the plan. No, I'm not trying to be the girl the world wants me to be. I'm just me, 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 me,
Bravo! Wonderful.
Oh my gosh, how does your mother listen to you and not cry her little eyes out all the time?
That was awesome.
Oh,
Gillian,
so
if people want more information, you have a website. What is it?
It is GillianSmithMusic.com, and that has all my shows, all my songs posted on it, everything.
Awesome. Mwah!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for having me.
Best of luck.
Yep.
Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, she's
She's
just
living
beautiful.
her dreams. And I love that she was walking around 5 years old singing into her hairbrush, and now she's doing it. She's making sacrifices, but she's doing it.
Absolutely. Hey, if you love this video, we hope that you will continue to love us, like us on Facebook, and then find us on YouTube at Chick to Chick USA, like and subscribe.